assault Friday, following a nearly 3-month-long investigation by the Galena Park School District and Harris County Precinct 3 constables. Lopez worked as a bus attendant for the school district until he was terminated last January. Investigators allege that on 2 occasions, last November and once last December, video cameras on board his bus recorded Lopez rubbing the leg of a 13-year-old disabled student. And then on 2 occasions in January, he was allegedly videoed trying to kiss the same girl. She's described in court papers as verbally and intellectually disabled.
I don't do nothing.
We found Mr. Lopez at home this afternoon and asked him about the charge. What do you say about that?
No, I say no, because they say you kiss it. You know, I don't kiss her. You try, but I didn't do nothing.
Did you touch her in any way? Were you near?
The touching, no, nothing.
Nothing?
No, because I know the kids.
Okay.
I know how to if you do something wrong with the kids, you go to jail.
Lopez says he's planning to turn himself in, but hasn't found a lawyer yet. He says he's seen the video, but insists it doesn't show any wrongdoing. We asked officials of the Galena Park School District for comments. So far, they have not responded. Mr. Lopez is facing a 3rd-degree felony charge. That means he could get up to 10 years in prison if he's convicted. We'll have more of our interview with him coming up on Channel 2 News at 6. Reporting live in Northeast Houston, I'm Phil Archer, KPRC Channel 2 News.
Phil, we'll see you at 6. Thank you, sir. Just into the newsroom, an incident at a plant in Baytown where a small quantity of hydrogen sulfide escaped. This is at the Eco Services plant, which is located within ExxonMobil. Eco Services says a small amount of the gas escaped from piping on the site and was quickly contained. No one was hurt, and Eco Services says none of the gas traveled off-site. ExxonMobil says they monitored the air quality and say all results showed normal levels. According to OSHA, hydrogen sulfide is a colorless, flammable gas that can irritate the eyes, nose, and throat in low doses. Talk about our weather now, as some parts of our area are seeing some rain.
Yeah, we turn to Chief Meteorologist Frank Billingsley to talk more about the changes headed our way.
I'll tell you what, it was a change, wasn't it?
Yeah.
It's sort of warm and gloomy and cloudy out.
Muggy.
Temperatures this afternoon, depends on where you are. Most of us are in the 70s, but some 60s. Brenham's at 61, 67 up in Huntsville. A weak front is trying to move through the area. It's not having a lot of luck right now. It's more or less stuck around the Brenham area. We'll talk more about it. It may make its way into Houston as we get into tonight and tomorrow. It's important because that'll be the focus for more rain. The heaviest rain's been well to our north, up around the Red River and here into Mississippi and Alabama. I want you to notice this spin back out here in Arizona. That is the next troublemaker. That's for Wednesday. In the meantime, snow, ice, freezing rain up to the north in the Panhandle, some flood issues across Alabama and Mississippi, dense fog right along the coast for marine interest. So we have that to deal with until this Wednesday front gets things out of here. And look at the successive rain chances. We're going to today where they've already seen these flooding issues, but notice some of this wants to move in our general direction for at least a slight chance as we go into tomorrow. So College Station to Lufkin, something really to watch. That's going to be that low. It's going to continue to slide right through Arizona, and that will be here Wednesday. We'll take a look at that full futurecast straight ahead in weather. Christine?
All right, Frank, thank you. And remember, folks at home, you can track the rain and temperatures anytime you want by downloading Frank's free forecast weather app. Just search KPRC in your app store.
Now to new developments in the shooting death of a Lamar High School student. Today, a teenage girl who was with DeLindsey Mack before the shooting appeared in court. We've been following the case of Mack's death since the shooting happened in late 2018. Channel 2 Sion Rhodes is live outside the Harris County Jail with what happened in court today. Sion.
Prosecutors say this teenage girl was in fact key in setting up the murder. With shackles around her waist and wrist, Kiana Mouton made her first court appearance Monday after being charged in the murder of 18-year-old Lamar High School student DeLindsey Mack. Cell phone video from the scene that day capturing the gunfire along Bammel Lane in November 2018. In court, prosecutors said Mouton helped plan the murder and walked with Mack to the spot where he was ambushed by Kendrick Johnson and Davion Thomas, who are also charged in his murder. Investigators say forensic evidence showed Mouton deleted texts between herself and Johnson, showing they planned the murder the day before as part of retaliation in a gang war.
This is obviously a very serious case.
But after the hearing, Mouton's defense attorney claimed details of her involvement remain unclear.
We are in the very preliminary stages right now. Obviously, once we get all the evidence from the state, we'll have a better picture of whether or not she was involved or what her involvement exactly was.
Now, a judge set Mouton's bond at $450,000. So for now, she remains behind bars here at the Harris County Jail. She is due back in court March 25th. Reporting live downtown, Sion Rhodes, KPRC, Channel 2 News.
Sion, thank you. A homicide investigation is underway in Southwest Houston after a body was found in a ditch. Taking a look at a map of where the victim was found, Parcel 3 in Holmes Road. That's not far from NRG Stadium. Police say a worker picking up trash along the side of the road found the body around 9 o'clock this morning. Investigators say the man had a gunshot wound. Investigators think the body was dumped there because of what they did not find at the scene.
No shell casings, no bullet fragments or projectiles to speak of at this point.
Police have not released the identity of the man nor any suspect information.
Developing now, police have found 2 children safe in Dallas after their mother was found dead, and an Amber Alert was issued for the siblings. The Amber Alert was issued out of concern for the 7-year-old and 1-year-old. The man wanted in their disappearance was hospitalized with a self-inflicted gunshot wound. The mother of the children was found murdered in her home last night. A shootout inside an Arkansas Walmart injures 2 police officers and leaves the suspected gunman dead. This all happened this morning at the store in Forest City, Arkansas. Police say they were investigating reports of a threat, and then during that time, shots were fired. One of the officers was treated at the hospital and released. The other officer is undergoing surgery but is expected to be okay. Police say the suspect was found dead inside the store. So far, no motive has been released.
We now know who is responsible for that massive hack of Equifax. 4 members of China's military face charges in the incident that happened back in 2017. A federal grand jury indicted them just last week. U.S. Attorney General William Barr announced charges today, including economic espionage and wire fraud. The hack of the credit reporting agency compromised personal information of tens of millions of Americans.
The scale of the theft was staggering. As alleged in the indictment, the hackers obtained the names, birth dates, and social security numbers of nearly 150 million Americans.
Attorney General Barr says the hackers broke into Equifax's network through a vulnerability in the company's dispute resolution system. He also says they spent weeks inside the network uploading malicious software and stealing login credentials. Now to our Decision 2020 coverage. The race for the White House now stops in New Hampshire, where Democratic candidates make a final push on the eve of that state's primary.
The contest also has the attention of the White House. NBC's Jay Gray is in Manchester, New Hampshire, with more.
Delivering donuts in Nashua, stopping by a cafe in Conway. The Democrats who want to be president working crowds across New Hampshire right now, making one last pitch.
I'm asking for your vote.
Less than 24 hours ahead of the first in the nation primary here.
The whole country is not only looking at New Hampshire, in fact, the whole world is looking at New Hampshire.
Bernie Sanders and Pete Buttigieg top a new Boston Globe poll, followed by Amy Klobuchar jumping into the top 3 for the first time in this campaign.
We feel this surge, and for me, it's been a long time in coming.
While Elizabeth Warren
How are you feeling? I feel great.
and Joe Biden are now long shots in the Granite State.
It just makes me work harder.
Regardless of how hard the Democratic candidates work, they won't win over this crowd.
The Democrats should be worried.
Long lines gathering hours before President Trump arrives for a rally to, he says online, shake up the Dems a bit.
How could I not attend a rally seeing my hero, Donald Trump, in my own hometown?
A hometown in a tiny state at the center of the political universe right now. So just how important is New Hampshire for the Democrats? Well, no candidate has ever gone on to win the party's nomination without placing in the top 2 here. Jay Gray, NBC News, Manchester, New Hampshire.
The number of coronavirus cases around the world has gone up.
Coming up, the concerns about the virus spreading even more and who is being blamed for the problem.
And imagine being on board this plane, the rough storm that led to this scary landing.
And on this Monday, we want to give you a look at some of your traffic times out there right now. If you're headed out to Katy on the Katy Freeway, a little over half an hour from downtown Houston down to Pearland on 288. It's going to take you 20 minutes from downtown Houston. And if you're going to Kingwood on 59, it's going to take you about half an hour from downtown.
You're watching Channel 2, Houston's home for news.
A man is accused of having more than $100,000 worth of drugs inside of his luggage.
This happened at San Antonio International Airport. 40-year-old Lawrence Rangel is facing charges of possession with intent to deliver a controlled substance. The Bexar County Sheriff's Office says Rangel was at the airport on Friday when a canine detected THC inside his luggage. Inside, deputies say they found 26 grams of THC, 12 ounces of marijuana, and about 4 pounds of edibles with THC. The street value of the drugs is said to be just over $105,000.
Very frightening moments for those on board this flight in the UK. Strong winds from Storm Kiara made it more difficult for the pilot to land this plane at Birmingham Airport. Winds measured as high as 90 miles an hour, forcing hundreds of flights to be canceled, as well as train services and sporting events. More than 200 flood warnings were also issued across Britain.
That is not an enjoyable way to land.
I don't know if you heard that planes were going from New York to London going there.
Yes.
They caught the tailwind with this storm, and they were getting there at 825 miles an hour.
Wow.
Yeah, ground speed.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh.
I know.
Yeah.
Going the other way.
Actually.
They were.
Yeah.
Crazy.
Slower than.
Like 5 hours to get from New York to London or something. So there you go.
Yeah.
But you saw it can get scary.
Yeah.
All right. Gloomy out there. So take a look at this and the flowers this morning. Isn't that pretty?
That's
Brighten up our day.
Yeah.
Exactly. I'm glad it worked. It's very nice. Thank you, Penny, for that. In the meantime, air quality today, not too bad. Trees up for a lot of different trees, but cedar's the real culprit here. Low mold spores, air quality is good if you can find the sky, right? It's cloudy out there. Triangle Energy Camera downtown is there somewhere. 74, south winds at 11. Dew points are up. Humidity is up. There's a look at the fog in Galveston. Here's a look at the seawall. So that gives you an idea for some reference there. And there's the beach and the water. So not easy to see. So watch out there. 70 degrees, 100% the humidity. Temperatures are warm for most of us. You get to College Station, it's 57, 61 in Brenham, 67 in Huntsville, and the humidity's a little higher there as well. That's where that front is. So I'm going to draw it out for you, but you can look at the winds here. You see strong south winds, 16, 14, 20 miles an hour, and then the winds trying to come in from the north are 6, 10, 8, and even calm in Huntsville. So obviously the southerly flow is winning. The Futurecast wants to take that front and continue to pull it toward the coast. So we shall see. I'll put a pause point in here for you. This is what we have going on right now with all the 70s. So there's the front coming all the way to the coast by 3, 4 in the morning. That puts everybody in the 50s and the 60s as we go into the overnight. So we really cool down, and we stay cool tomorrow in the 60s. So it looks like if that really does make it through, it's going to be on the chillier side. And then we wait for that system that's spinning right there south of Southern California. So let's talk about that. Here's the system we are watching. There's the low that's going to continue to move our way. So the Futurecast for this on Tuesday gives us just a 30% chance for showers. Most of the real action is going to stay again, like it did today, to our north. It's once we get to Wednesday, that's when these showers and storms really start to move through here. But it's just Wednesday. We get to Thursday, we're back to some sunny skies and cooler weather. But we obviously got to get there. So here's a little closer look at all of that. I'll put some pause points again for you. So here's the Futurecast starting now. Some scattered showers. There's the front that wants to move through. That's 12:30 in the morning. Gets to the coast and really doesn't do much, although you'll see it again moving back to the north on Tuesday at 10:30. So by Tuesday night, it starts to be pulled back by that system up to the north. So that will get it out of here. It really will be absorbed by this next system. So that's 4:30 in the morning, right along 35 on Wednesday. So this continues to move 10 o'clock on Wednesday morning, College Station down toward Columbus, into town around 2 p.m., and then continues to move off toward Lake Charles by 8. So this is a Wednesday event. Right now, the heaviest rain is going to be to the north. You can see it's clearing there on Thursday. Here's a look at the rain Monday to Wednesday, and then you can see all of these showers, the heaviest in the purple and the red. That's the 2 and 3 inches of rain. Looks like maybe a ½ an inch to an inch of rain for the rest of us. So here's the power planner. For this evening, 30% chance for showers from 74 to 70 to 64 to 58 and 60 as we go into the overnight. So it really starts to cool down once that front starts to make a move. But so far, the front has not done that. We'll continue. Look out for your hair. It looks like it's going to be a pretty tough one. 66 for Tuesday, 70 for Wednesday. That front gets through. And then look at the cool down for Thursday under sunny skies, 60 and 48. Mardi Gras actually begins on Friday, Valentine's Day, 62 and 42. And then for the parade on Saturday, looks pretty good down in Galveston. The Roughnecks play on Sunday, and then we have President's Day on Monday, and then we get into some more rain chances as we go into next week. So a fairly wet forecast all the way through. But given that, even today, hard to find much more than maybe a quarter of an inch of rain.
Yeah, we don't want the big waves, that's for sure.
No.
Okay.
All right.
Frank, thank you. All right, coming up, a message to cut down on your child's time using their smartphone, how it can affect their mental health.
And what you need to know about binge watching so your experience doesn't go from fun to painful. In today's health headlines, too much time spent on smartphones or social media may be bad for a teen's mental health.
Canadian researchers looked at several studies involving teenagers and their smartphone usage. They found an association between excessive phone and social media use and mental distress and suicidal thoughts. Scientists cannot say that one causes the other or that there's a possible link. The study also did not look at online gaming.
Spending too much time watching TV can be bad for all of us. Sitting or lying down for long periods of time can affect your posture and lead to chronic pain. That is according to experts at Baylor College of Medicine. One thing you can do is start with good posture when you sit down. They also recommend choosing a chair or a couch that has good support and doesn't let you slouch.
New research shows that walnuts are actually good for your brain.
Yeah, they're so good that they could actually slow memory loss in at-risk older adults. Researchers at Loma Linda University followed more than 600 elderly people over the course of the 2-year study. One group ate walnuts while the other group did not. There were minor results, but researchers say that could lead to better outcomes.
Coming up, the one thing the government says many people are not doing that could help them file their taxes.
And how Chipotle wants to help customers get their hands on some free guacamole.
And 4:22 on this Monday afternoon. Let's check traffic out there on the roads. If you're heading north to the Woodlands, you're looking at 33 minutes from downtown Houston on the North Freeway. If you're heading in the opposite direction on 288 towards Pearland, you're looking at just under a half hour. And if you're heading west towards Katy on the Katy Freeway, you're looking at 37 minutes.
More fallout from the Astros sign stealing scandal. A former Major League pitcher now is suing the team, saying the team's scheme helped lead to the end of his big league career. Mike Bolsinger was a pitcher for the Toronto Blue Jays back in August of 2017 when he gave up 4 runs in less than an inning against the Astros. According to the lawsuit, Bolsinger was immediately cut from the team and has not pitched in the major leagues since. The lawsuit seeks unspecified damages. Bolsinger also wants the Astros to forfeit nearly $30 million the team received from their 2017 World Series title, with the money going to children's charities in Los Angeles.
The U.S. government has a message for many taxpayers. Don't pay for something that you can get for free.
A new report from the Inspector General of the Treasury Department shows less than 3% of eligible tax filers are using the free file system. The system at the IRS's website shows you how to get free tax software from several companies. It's open to taxpayers who have an annual income of $69,000 or less.
Samsung unveiled its new Galaxy Z Flip foldable phone in an ad during last night's Academy Awards. It came as a bit of a surprise since Samsung was set to reveal the phone at a tech conference tomorrow. The Galaxy Z Flip is just one of the new foldable phones available and comes after Samsung's troubled launch of the Galaxy Fold last year.
Getting ahead of the game, I guess.
Yeah.
All right, Chipotle wants customers to get into guac mode.
Are we ever out of guac mode? Let's
Never.
be honest. All right, there's offering free guacamole to its reward members throughout the year. To get the freebie, you need to join the free Chipotle Rewards program by February 20th. Members will get 1 free side of guacamole or a free topping when they buy a regular priced entree. The offer celebrates the upcoming 1-year anniversary of Chipotle's Rewards program.
It tastes good and it's good for you. It's a good form of fat.
There you go.
All right, Janet Jackson making her way back to H-Town.
Yeah, still to come. Details on the new album and tour the pop music icon just announced today. And a video of a contest inside of a New York deli is going viral. Coming up, the questions that people are asked to answer for a chance to win free food.